Two attacks have been launched on U.S. bases in Syria. Let's dive into the details, shall we? Fox News reports U.S. forces in Syria were injured Friday from Iranian rocket attacks that targeted American outposts, Fox News has learned. The attacks occurred on Deir Ezzor in eastern Syria. A senior U.S. defense official said there were two separate attacks carried out by Iranian proxy forces targeting two U.S. bases. One was a rocket attack and the other involved multiple Iranian drones, the officials said. The number of casualties has not been disclosed, but some may be serious. The Pentagon is assessing its response. The attacks came after the American contractor was killed by a suspected Iranian drone that hit and injured 6 servicemen in northeast Syria. U.S. intelligence has assessed that the drone that struck the base was Iranian. The injured U.S. service members were in stable condition and have been transported to a hospital in Ludstenol, Germany, a senior U.S. defense official told Fox News Friday. The IRGC, Iranian's proxy branch of its armed forces, has backed Syrian forces under Bashar al-Assad for the past decade following the breakout of the civil war in 2011. The U.S. has since aided in Syrian Free Army in eastern Syria in what some have argued has been a proxy war between U.S. and Iran. Not a proxy war anymore. We also have this story from earlier about the first attack. The rocket attacks came after President Biden ordered a series of retaliatory strikes in response to a suspected Iranian-made drone that killed a U.S. contractor and wounded 6 other Americans on Thursday. The U.S. strikes reportedly killed 8 Iranians. They believe it was Iranians. They're like, okay, we believe it was an Iranian-made rocket. Said, let's go blow them up. Great. The Department of Defense said Thursday that the Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps had crashed a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, into a building near Hezekiah in northeast Syria at approximately 1:38 p.m. local time, leaving 1 U.S. contractor dead. The attack also wounded 5 U.S. service members and another U.S. contractor. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, an opposition war monitor, 2 of the American strikes killed at least 8 Iranian fighters. The U.S. airstrike at an arms depot in Hakabesh in the eastern city of Deir Ezzor left 6 Iranian-backed fighters dead. A second U.S. bombing at a post near the town of Mayadin killed another 2 fighters, according to the observatory, whose reporting relies on local Syrian contracts. U.S. intelligence assessed the UAV that crashed into the coalition base, which killed the U.S. contractor, was of Iranian origin. So President Biden authorized the military to retaliate, the Pentagon said. At the direction of President Biden, I authorized U.S. Central Command forces to conduct precision airstrikes tonight in eastern Syria against facilities used by groups affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, said Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. The airstrikes were conducted in response to today's attack, as well as a series of recent attacks against coalition forces in Syria by groups affiliated with the IRGC. The observatory reported another American strike on a military post near the town of Bukamol near the border with Iraq. Their report has not been independently verified. 3 service members and the U.S. contractor who were wounded in the initial attack were medically evacuated to coalition medical facilities in Iraq, while the other 2 wounded service members were treated on site. As President Biden has made clear, we will take all necessary measures to defend our people and will always respond at a time and place of our choosing, Austin continued. No group will strike our troops with impunity. He added, our thoughts are with the family and colleagues of the contractor who was killed and with those who were wounded in the attack earlier today. The Pentagon said the U.S. took proportionate and deliberate action that limited the risk of escalation in its targeted response. The U.S. has roughly 900 troops stationed in Syria. Yeah, so this isn't good. More war. Trump didn't create any wars for his presidency, and now Biden, he's halfway through his potential first term, and bam, we got war. Yeah, why would Iran even strike the U.S., I wonder? It just seems so random. It's just happening all of a sudden, and yeah, now here we go. Now we're escalating to war, and they said, like, we tried to limit it, the escalation and targeted response. Why were these guys that they killed? Were they these 8 Iranians? Were they even part of this? And the other people they killed in the other base, were these bases even part of it, or were they just like, Iran is doing stuff, so let's go blow up some of their people, even if the people involved weren't even responsible or anything? This is really weird. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't escalate more, but I'm guessing it will. Biden loves war. It's like all this stuff from George Bush and Barack Obama. Here we go again with all this stuff, same type of stuff. But that's just my opinion. What's your opinion on the story? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for daily news updates, hit that notification bell, and share this video to help spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.